reports have come out that actor Bernard Hill, best known for his roles as the captain of the Titanic in James Cameron's Titanic, and as King Theoden of Rohan in The Lord of the Rings, has passed away at the age of 79. CNN writes the following. They say British actor Bernard Hill, best known for supporting roles in Titanic and Lord of the Rings trilogy, has died, his family announced on Sunday. It is with the greatest sadness that we must announce that Bernard Hill, renowned actor known for his roles in Titanic and Lord of the Rings, passed away in the early hours this morning at the age of 79. His family said in a statement he was with his fiancée Allison and his son Gabriel. I'm in a weird place as a fan because Bernard Hill is a guy whose wider body of work, quite frankly, I don't know very well. But you know, when Carrie Fisher passed away, or when Robin Williams passed away, I got rather emotional because I think sometimes our brain doesn't make a distinction between people we spend time with in person and people we spend time with on our screens. And so, like, when Robin Williams passed away, like, my emotions and my brain kind of was processing it like somebody I've known my whole life. Because I don't know how many hours I've spent with Robin Williams on my screen. And then the same thing with Carrie Fisher. You guys who have watched me for any period of time know that I think one of the emotionally rousing, beautiful, perfect lines of dialogue ever written in any movie is in Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. When, I think it was Return of the King, when, you know, we've had Viggo Mortensen trying to convince Bernard Shaw, Gondor needs help. We got to, like, raise up the Rohirrim. We need to go help Gondor. And King Theoden is like, where was Gondor when we were in trouble? Screw Gondor, right? And then in that great moment, that fabulous scene when the flames are being lit across the mountaintops, Viggo comes running into the room and says, the torches have been lit. Gondor calls for aid. A moment of pondering on the face of King Theoden, and says, and Rohan will answer. You can't see it. I'm getting fucking chills. I'm getting goosebumps on my arms thinking about it. And one of the reasons I think I love that line so much is because we all have people in our lives that we love but do not like. You know what I mean? We all got people we have in our lives that we love but we don't like. And it's like, no, screw you, F you, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait a minute. You're hurt. I'm there. Or, you know, the classic line of an older brother to big brother. The older brother pushes little brother around, but somebody else picks on little brother? No, I think not. And it's like, screw Gondor. Wherever they were us. But when it came down to it, and Gondor calls for aid, and Theoden says, and Rohan will answer. He went from screw Gondor to, all right, Gondor will answer. And they ride out. And the way Bernard Hill played that character as one of the most powerful, noble, yet real. Sometimes characters in movies are too noble to feel like we can connect with them at all. Not Theoden. Not the way Bernard Hill played him. And how has it come to this?
Yeah, how has it come to this?
It is a portrayal that meant so much to me as a person because I related in this wild, fantastical world of Middle Earth, and there were so many things in it that we relate with on many levels. And King Theoden did that like 10 times in the series, in the final 2 films. And of course, being in one of the biggest films of all time with Titanic, playing the captain, all that kind of stuff. But whenever I think of him, I will think of King Theoden. And I think of him saying, and Rohan will answer. And I'll think about how many different times in my life I've thought about that line when a situation's presented itself to me. It was deep and it was meaningful. And part of the reason obviously was because of the brilliant writing of the film, but a big part of it as well is because of the incredible performance and the way it was said and the inflections, the mannerisms, and just how he carried it. And when he said it, it hit me in the heart. And I loved it. And so he passed away at 79. Rob, you heard about the passing of Bernard Hill. What goes through your mind when you think of it?
Well, I think you're very eloquent about it. You know, when celebrities die that you spend a lot of time with, I mean, I was devastated when Leonard Nimoy passed away, you know, because my entire life was spent watching his work in Star Trek and other places. And with people like Bernard Hill, I mean, once you discover him and you go back and you find out how many things he was in, you know, in his career as an actor, because British actors they jump around from theater to TV to movies, and it's all this great body of work that they have. But I think, like you know, King Theoden is one of the great cinematic characters of all time, and his across Two Towers and Return of the King. I mean, the man's amazing. His gravitas is amazing, and even he isn't in Titanic a lot.
No, not
but
much.
he's great in it. You know, and he has that quality. And it's, look, I always look back when we have somebody who's left us a body of work that we can always go revisit. You know, it's like what Kirk said in Star Trek 2. You know, he's really not dead as long as we remember him. And we can always go back and look at his work, and we've been graced with enduring roles that he played. And I can't be sad about that, because I'm sad that he won't give us more, but I'm sort of happy that we have this record of his passing and his life. And, you know, what's not to love with that? You have to just, we are born to die after all. And all that really matters is what we do at the time that we have. Isn't that what Gandalf said?
That's what Gandalf said. So, guys, if you got it, raise your glass with me and say, "Hail the victorious dead," the passing of Bernard Hill. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.